Alright gamers, welcome back to the Cardboard Kitchen. Today, the TEMUR deck just got shown off, so I'm talking about my top 3 picks for the best new cards from the deck. Honorable mention first for Deceptive Frostkite. For 2 blue, you get a 1-1 flyer that's not actually a 1-1 flyer. Let's be real, in most decks, this is not a 2-mana 1-1 flyer. This is a 2-mana copy of your best creature on the board, and it gets flying too. And it's only my honorable mention because honestly, I think some of these other cards are just way better than that. But don't knock this. In the right deck, just a 2-mana clone with basically no downside except a very specific amount of stuff you could potentially copy is still very good. Insane that this is just the number 3 pick. Thundermane Dragon for 3 and a red, get a 4/4 flyer that lets you cast big guys off the top of your deck and they come down with haste. Historically, problems with these big creature-focused decks is that you don't have enough card draw, or you either have to sacrifice the card draw for big guys, and it's harder for you to find the big guys because you don't have the card draw for them. This not only gets those big guys off the top, but they get to come down with haste, which is also another big factor for these big guy decks. You need alternative resources like Fervor, or Concordant Crossroads, or just a lot of other stuff to enable the haste. This does this all in one, and for 4 mana, this is definitely not a bad price for it. I mean, hell, Rising of the Day is 3 mana, Fervor is 4, this does all of that and so much more. Coming in at second place, maybe a little contentious, Zenith Festival for both its normal X-Red-Red and Harmonized X-Red-Red cost. Exile the top X cards of your library, you can play them till the end of your next turn. Personally, I think this does a little bit more than just getting big guys off the top. This gets not just big guys, but ramp, kill spells, anything you really need. It's not tied to just big guy decks. The Harmonize for big guys very much helps, but this can go into a bunch of Spellslinger type decks, and if you happen to just go like a Voltron route, pump up 1 guy, you can now get a bunch of cards off the top for just 2 red. And finally, my pick for the strongest card from the TEMUR Precon, Will of the Temur. 5 and a blue for a sorcery. Choose one, but choose both if you control a commander. Either create a token that's a copy of a permanent, except it's a 4/4 dragon with flying, or target player draws cards equal to the greatest mana value amongst permanents you control. So, tell me again when making just copies of permanents has ever been a bad thing. And the big thing is that this isn't just something you have to control, it could be your best thing that your opponents control. Let's be real, you're not playing this for the draw. If anything, you're playing this just to be able to get a copy of the best permanent on the table, have it be a dragon, and then amplify that for whatever you want. Make copies of it, do whatever you want. It's a creature now. The world is your oyster. But those were my picks for the best cards in the TEMUR Precon, but what do you think? Let me know down in the comments below, and if you haven't already, subscribe. Let's get to 1,000 before my birthday on April 7th. And I'll see you guys next time for more Magic the Gathering and other cardboard-related content.